Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Siti Khadijah binti ZAINAL. My metric number is A175634. Today I would like to talk to you guys about the advantages of learning Mandarin as third language in Malaysia. First of all, you might have heard about all of sort of reason why some people don't want to learn about new language. All of this founded on long-held misconception and myth, but the truth is, in our increasingly interconnected and interdependent world, proficiency in other language is a vital skill when it gives you an opportunity to connect and engage with other world, whether you are in your neighborhood or 1,000 miles away, while preparing you to succeed in this global economy. Malaysia is a multiracial country and Chinese is the second largest ethnic group after the Malay majority, constituting 23% of the Malaysian population, so learning Mandarin definitely will be advantageous to people in Malaysia. There are a few advantages that I would like to share today. First, by learning Mandarin, you can advance your career. Language skills can be a significant competitive advantage that sets you apart from your monolingual peers. They are among the top 8 skills required of all occupation, no matter your sector or your skill level, and the demand for bilingual professional is rising exponentially. Employers are seeking professionals who can communicate seamlessly with customers in new and expanding overseas markets, as well as serve and sell to a large foreign-born population here at home. As an added incentive, in many instances, language skills can also lead to hiring bonuses and increased salaries. Whatever your career aspiration, with language skills added to the mix, you are ahead of the crowd. Second advantage are, when you learn Mandarin, you will develop a stronger math skills. Stronger math skills are gained by learning Chinese Mandarin. Study shows that there is actually a scientific association between learning Mandarin and improved mathematical ability. Scientists have come to the conclusion, based on their studies, the mathematical concepts are interconnected to the language fluency, and not a separate subject activating a different part of the brain. Because Mandarin involves learning the language, sounds, drawing, and math as a whole, hence it activates more regions of the brain and improves cognitive development overall. This applies to adults too. In fact, speakers of Mandarin use more of their brain at any one time. In theory, this causes more balanced brain could lead to greater overall creativity, enhanced problem solving, and increased emotional intelligence. The third advantage that I would like to point out is Mandarin is important for international business, as China has become a huge market and business leaders are looking for people who can speak Mandarin and operate successfully in a Chinese cultural context. China plays a major role in the world affairs. Mandarin is also an open door to a huge job market in all of the countries where Mandarin is the language of commerce, like mainland China, Taiwan, Malaysia, and Singapore. Learning Mandarin today can help make a better future for you. Abundant opportunities for government and business careers, as well as scientific and cultural exchanges, await the student of Mandarin language. China market is blossoming after decades of global isolation, as China is rapidly becoming a world economic power as it opens its door to foreign investment, expands its infrastructure. Those who know Mandarin will be valuable to business. In the past, foreigners learned Mandarin because they are interested in Mandarin language and culture. Today, however, one can speak and use Mandarin in daily life, means he has more chances of getting a higher paying job. The next advantage is about how Mandarin can deepen the connection to Chinese culture. Language is the most direct connection to other cultures. As Malaysia is a harmonious multiracial country, being able to communicate in Mandarin exposes us to and foster an appreciation for the traditions, religions, arts, and history of the people associated with Chinese people. Greater understanding, in turn, promotes greater tolerance, empathy, and acceptance of others, with studies showing that children who have studied another language are more open toward and express more positive attitudes toward the culture associated with that language. One of the most rewarding aspects of the human experience is our ability to connect with others. Being able to communicate with someone in his or her language is an incredible gift. Bilinguals have the unique opportunity to communicate with a wider range of people in their personal and professional life. Knowing the language makes you a local no matter where you are, opening up your world literally and figuratively. You will be shaped by communities. You will be humbled by the kindness of strangers. You will build lifelong friendship. And for these reasons alone, you will see the reward of learning languages for many years to come. For a number of reasons, Mandarin has developed a misconceived reputation for difficulty. Among the most common reasons is the writing system. Unlike most languages, which use phonetic writing, Mandarin is composed of pictograms and semi-phonetic ideograms. Mandarin has no tenses, no cases, no genders, and simple grammar. When it comes to the issue of grammatical complexity, Mandarin is really one of the easiest languages there is to learn. Unlike most European languages, it does not feature complicated constructs like cases and genders. It also treats tenses in a very simplistic way. People will often dismiss Mandarin by saying things like, when I have to learn 10,000 random pictures, or doesn't every word have 10 meanings? The truth is that those characters are not random pictures, but a reasonably organized system of radicals and phonetics elements that is not too hard to understand. In addition, a learner really only needs to know 2,000 to 3,000 characters to have a reasonable degree of fluency. With respect to tones, while important, they are not necessarily critical to understanding. In actual fact, Chinese people tend to use context more than tone to understand what you are talking about in any given sentence. Mandarin learning in the past was a laborious process, involved huge dictionaries, endless character lists, and poorly recorded tapes. Luckily, there are now much better ways for you to learn Mandarin. Digital computer-assisted learning techniques have exploded in popularity in the last decade or so, providing learners with great dictionary programs and brilliant character learning programs. All of this makes attaining Mandarin proficiency faster and easier than ever before. In conclusion, learning Mandarin has many advantages for Malaysian people. Mandarin language is not as difficult as what you think. When you start learning Mandarin, you will notice that Mandarin is actually very similar to Malay in terms of pronunciation and sentence structure. Most people say Malay is easier than English, which means Mandarin is easier to learn than English. If you want to learn something, you want to become friends with it. You don't want to regard it as an unbeatable enemy. We won't deny that Mandarin has unique challenges that are difficult to overcome, but try to look at Mandarin as being easy and exciting rather than difficult or impossible. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Thank you for lending me your time and listen to my video. That's all for me. With that, I rest my case. Thank you.